College football's most iconic location and perhaps even more impressive, clad in the home team blue at night. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. He's got him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect them is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Berry. Caught near the sticks, it's Copeland. Breaks into the open. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll ride Davis here. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Berry. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack. Lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Now improvising. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty, a welcome flag for this offense as it sets up 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Pittman. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cox. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Got his man. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
The give from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there, makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
He'll go to the sneak. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Davis. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Knowles! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Finds a man on the left. Turning on the Jets. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Back's got it. Touchdown, UCLA! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They get to him as he throws.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Going for the big play. He's got it down the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working on the right. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sperry. The short hands, it's Davis. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Knowles in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to pass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. And the try is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll move the tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it. Guys have to drop back a little bit, then he can run the football and get a positive gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that he can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive.
Wide open on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you've had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Got a man, it's Gibson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Get it out on the screen. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. The quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida State.
The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Sperry. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's done.
Turning it on! Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets a block. Touchdown, Bruin! And the comeback is on.
You're down. You need a play. What a nice job on the big punt return to give a spark. You can hear this home crowd going bananas. They needed a big shot in the arm, and they got it with the punt return.
Oh, and they blocked it. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using his legs to buy some time. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Kemp. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. The play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Robinson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Now on first down from the 40. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Bootleg and rolling out. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. Picked up the first down, and now they'll try to find a way to score.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds to try and preserve his...
There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
When you have a leader like this guy, you've got a chance to win, and that's what you see right now. There's just a different energy in this offense trailing in this 2-minute situations. He's already thrown a couple of touchdowns. He's made some massive plays, and he's got the defense on their heels here late.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Give to the fullback. Touchdown, Knowles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.